boys already in the jungle. The Spartan meets the Tusk meets the Doctor.
Okay. Snowball versus Arena. I like that.
Yep.
That sounds pretty good. Don't get speared. If you're
I also like the fact that they're not playing two squishy supports. I think T-Bone also touched upon that. Their support duo was super easy to burst, and you had this Invoker, Monkey King just destroying everyone. I think this is much better. Leshrac flex pick could be offlane, could be middle. Like it.
I like that more than TB in the first phase. That's for sure.
Yep. Some magic to maybe throw towards the Witch Doctor, a little bit to help assist inside the arena. Less
and if you pick
pretty
Terrorblade,
solid.
they don't want to pick PL. Boom.
True.
Big brain. Maybe they really like
also
TB.
pretty good versus Riki.
Speaking of big brain, though, we've seen the Void Spirit mostly ignored. Here it's been first banned by 0900. Is this a big brain maneuver by them, recognizing how good this hero is, despite other teams not appreciating it?
Probably just a spammer on Hokori. I would guess that they play in pubs all the time. That would be my assumption.
Just wanted to validate our love of the hero.
I mean, I
was trying to validate you, Trent, and you just spat in my general direction. So.
Well, I just don't think he's first phase ban worthy. I think he's good, but he's not that good. You know, he's not a Puck, for example, who's still in the pool.
True. Very true. Also, great versus Mars, great versus Witch Doctor. Hokori, they do have the next pick. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Puck. Just and you can also swap between the Puck and the Lash in the off lane and the mid lane. I think that would be a good idea. Hopefully Hokori is listening.
I think it looks better for 0900 too, though. So if they don't take it or they don't ban it, it's dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Lash gets coiled, and it's just sad news. The Tusk gets coiled. He's leashed. He can't snowball.
They either ban it or they pick it now, or else I would be a little worried for them.
Little yikesers, perhaps.
Yep.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, the bird.
No.
The bird?
Oh, boy.
That's a Mars combo.
I guess the Burrs, the Burrs Mars is very strong.
Don't make me go on a tangent about AoE percentage heal, because I'll do it, goddammit. I'll do it.
10
Do it, I dare you.
remaining.
It's real good.
What a rant.
5 seconds remaining.
Especially with those really beefy strength cores. Like
What?
well, not quite like Ogre.
Hey, he's beefy, though.
So with Tusk, though, is this 5 Ogre, 4 Tusk? That's it? Just a five Ogre? What are we setting up for a jug pick here? What are we doing?
Huh.
What in
10 seconds.
what in tarnation?
I mean, they definitely went for the total opposite of their first draft. Very bulky supports now, which is not bad inherently, but I'm struggling to understand. Like, Ogre is not a bad hero, and if they do get a hero that uses Bloodlust well, I mean, Leshrac uses Bloodlust really well, already really fast, gonna get that percentage move speed, just run at people. But I do like the Ember. Really hard to land split Earth on. He doesn't really care about any of the 3 heroes on Hokori so far, and they already
I don't know. You got some Fire Blast. You got Snowball. They've got some setups potentially.
But it's really easy to just control the Ogre from afar with slide chains. So, if the Tusk tries to initiate, he can just Remnant away. It's just really easy to dodge everything with Light of Fist as you Remnant out. So they don't really. A good Ember shouldn't be Fire Blast most of the time.
I see.
Yeah, they do need that first hit answer right now. Okay, all right. Nice hero versus the Morphling, or versus the Ember. A potential for the mid lane still.
Did they just get Morphling because they feel like Puck is not an option anymore since they got the Ember? All right.
Did they see this coming? That was a pretty quick pick. One of the better options against Morphling. Enough burst damage to kill him fast. Really nice pairing with Witch Doctor, too. You two.
And Mars.
Yeah, that's so much kill potential across these heroes.
You know how you have
Support for Ember, mid Skyref, Pog.
Is that what you guys do in Brazil?
Radiant team ban.
We used to do it a lot, dude. We learned with
That's
him.
That's true.
You know how you have the Phoenix and the Mars for like the big AoE with the arena and it like guards it and everything? Mars and Skywrath Mage is basically like the combo for single target destruction. It's
Yeah.
like these two heroes can kill pretty much anyone if the spear
10
hits.
seconds remaining.
That's some scary stuff, and they instantly go for the Puck ban. They're just like, oh man, I'm so glad they didn't pick Puck.
Yeah, I do feel like if the game is even though, they do have a lot of catch for the Skywrath Mage. He has no armor. Tusk can get on top of him. Morphling can like waveform into morph into silencing him. Skywrath doesn't really do anything. So it gets scary if the game's even. But overall, Skywrath Mage definitely can counter Morphling. And Team Mage ban.
Yeah,
All right, they
banned
don't really
last
have
game,
any
too.
catch.
Radiant team ban.
So, they banned the Monkey King, so I guess they feel like they could send in Metal versus December.
Yeah, they could 3 the Lash. I mean, they can also just morph mid too, right? So I think I would guess that's what they want to do, unless they don't like that lane for some
All
reason.
right.
But like morph Ember, we tend to think is...
Yeah. That's
What's
more.
the chance they go Void
5
on
seconds
0900?
remaining.
Shadowblade Void, pretty classic counter to Morphling.
Dire team pick.
I'll give you points for being creative. You're thinking outside of the box, but
Have Skywrath Mage.
I think they go Spirit Vessel on Ember, and
Yeah.
they pick someone faster.
could you
I
give
don't
me
know.
What's
a
left here?
Juggernaut here? Just give me a normal carry.
Jug. Yeah, Jug looks
10
pretty
Jug.
good versus
seconds
Lash.
remaining.
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
Life Stealer? No, Life Stealer into Morphling's a little bit rough.
Rick, old Rick is still in. He
Oh,
could
Rick.
still-
I
he
think
could work.
Rick is probably their best option. If they're...
Yeah, this fucking guy
Yeah,
over here
with the
talking about
arena.
faceless Void when Ricky's in the pool.
Oh, I bet Troll is really bad versus Morphling now with that Eggs. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome. Like having Morphling Agnes versus Troll is suddenly like sick. Holy shit.
Radiant
That actually
They
just came
could
out of nowhere.
Bloodseeker.
Drow Ranger.
Oh,
Oh, nice. That's good. Another classic
alright.
versus the well, we see this both ways, right? Sometimes we see the Morphling ban Drow, or the Morphling teams ban Drow, and then we also see Drow teams ban Morphling. Like it's a little back and forth,
Yeah.
but of course the piercing on the base armor makes Drow, if the Morphling
seconds
is
remaining.
stunned up or controlled for a moment, or just not able to reach the Drow, it can get
5
very dangerous.
seconds remaining.
right. And she needs that front line. Obviously, you got the Mars there, some decent peel with the Witch Doctor and the Skywrath. So I would feel pretty good about the Drow going into this Morphling. What is the response, though? Looking for an off laner, most likely.
I think Lash is gonna off lane.
You
I
think
it's
Lash
a
is
good
off lane, so we're looking
Yeah,
for
they try
mid.
and bully. Yeah, because you want a ranged hero if you can.
Or, well, I guess it could be
Yeah.
safe lane depending on where that Morphling goes. So a lot of options here.
True. Huh.
And they have decided on the Rick themselves. So
Morph
looks
mid.
like Morph mid, yeah.
Ooh.
All
Let's
right.
go.
I think Hokori's draft is better this time. I'm gonna say it.
Better than last
have-
game, or you mean it's better than 0900s in this game?
Better than last game and better than 0900s. I feel like this Skywrath
Wow.
Mage is gonna be, if he doesn't get a good early game, he's gonna be food to Morphling Ricky. Ricky really good versus Ember, might be forced into a BKB. Drow Ranger, they don't really have a hero that besides the Mars. I don't feel like they're gonna have to get early BKBs, and then they don't have a lot of damage on Ember and Drow. I think I like Hokori. I'm gonna go with them again.
Yeah, I kind of like the
10
way they went with
seconds
this with the
remaining.
Ricky and the Morphling, because Drow isn't ready that early, so they have to snowball pretty hard. Like if they can get really active with the Sky, the Ember, and the Mars, I totally get how they win this game, but they need to be successful. Like if they start making mistakes or even just not getting like trading's not good enough, right? They have to be accruing
Yeah.
a pretty decent sized lead in the early game.
Morphling
And
crushes Ember, dude.
yeah,
in
he's
the mid lane.
supposed to. We've seen it go both ways.
It has to be
unfortunately.
played right, but from
Yeah,
what
but
we've been
yes.
told by players, yeah, at kind of peak levels, Morphling should have the edge.
Yeah, level 5,
Oh.
he starts to just get out of my
Yeah.
lane. So I'm going for Hokori as well.
Okay, I'm going to stay true on this 0900 train. A lot of pressure on the Skywrath Mage, though. I could see him feeding or getting fed, and I'm not sure which way it's going to go, but he could absolutely be food for these heroes, and I'm a little nervous for this poor guy. Same with the Witch Doctor. Could be a hard game for him. A lot of ways to get in the back line. Should be a good one, but who knows? Maybe a game 3 on the horizon. Now, Gary, what are you guys thinking over there? Sideline reporter, casters, what's happening?
Hello, there's a lot of hope in Hokori there from the panel. I think Zyori pretty spot on with the rest of the panel, saying Skyrath Mage here could be very hit or miss Theban. He's a squishy but hyper-aggressive support hero. Sladin, we saw what he did with Mars in Game 1. Do you think on Skyrath here he can, rally the troops and do it again in Game 2?
Probably not.
That's a big
Yeah, I think Skyrath is it's a good hero, but it doesn't really have that carry potential that, for example, that Mars had, right? The Mars can just go in, solo kill people. Skyrath, he makes one misstep, he just gets blown up like that, right? He's against Ricky, he's against Tusk, who can save his allies with Snowball, so you got to make sure Tusk gets silenced. Morphling eventually going to have a Manta style to be able to remove that silence, and even the chains. They don't really have a lot of disables on the side of 0900 in this game. And then this Ricky is going to be a huge problem for the Drow. You can't really see the angle it's going to be coming from, and you can't really make distance and then turn around on him, especially if you don't have supports providing reveal.
Because it really does compound the issues that they have. Talking about the need to snowball with the Skyrath Mage and thinking about 0900's economy game, it's going to leave either the Witch Doctor in a very, very rough position where he's spending so much on gold and sentries, or it will delay that Skyrath's first item. The Rod of Atos, for example, is the catch ability there. And with so many disengaged tools for Hokori, I think you're right, he's going to have some issues unless the Ember and the Mars are able to find those team fight initiations perfectly.
Yeah, and another point to make as well, Skyrath doesn't have much armor or any armor, to be honest. So the Ricky getting on top of him is going to probably be 2-shotting, 3-shotting him at some point in the game. And then you got the Tusk with the tag team. It does physical damage. So that's going to be very annoying as well. You're going to snowball onto this guy, pop your tag team. Ricky comes in, tricks of the trade, and boom, you're just dead like that, even early into the game. So that's going to be very problematic. And then this Leshak, we're probably going to see him buy Guardian Greaves. The team items is an off-lane Lesh. You have a Morphling and a Ricky on your team. We don't really expect them to go this Boots of Travels, a greedier kind of build. And I think it's going to be good for this game. I think 0900, they are kind of on a timer. They need to really dominate early. They need to dominate mid-game. And then they have to get maybe a 20,000 gold lead in order for them to really have a solid chance at winning the late game.
Yeah, trying to break high ground there up against Mars, Ricky, Tusk. Super difficult. But we are paused, just to let you all know. We currently paused in the game, waiting for someone to do something. Discord issues, it looks like. So getting their voice comms all in order as we do prepare ourselves here for Game 2. And, we're in Week 2 now, Theban, of the South American DPC. We've seen a few rapiers in our first week. It's maybe going to calm down a little bit, but if we get 5 rapiers a week, we'll all be super happy.
Yeah, I heard China beat us in one game.
Oh, really?
Apparently there was 6 rapiers or something.
Was it LGD Aster or something?
Yeah, some game like that. Apparently there was a bunch of rapiers, so I'm kind of sad. We need some more. The thing about South American games is they end as soon as it hits late game. It actually just ends. Neither of the teams are very conservative, and one of them is gonna end up going into the high ground and banging their head there, or even if they are trying to hold high ground, they're gonna leave the base and take a fight and try to come back into the game that way. So it kind of just ends around 40 minutes. I kind of think our region probably has on average the fastest game time. Maybe Southeast Asia also is somewhere in there. But these two are probably the most aggressive regions across all the regions.
Yeah, once we get to 35 minutes in South America, the meta is very much buyback popping. You're trying to get one buyback, force them to buy back again, and then when you're 4v5, the game kind of just ends if that's a kill on a core hero. But here we are, Game 2 in this best of 3. The panel leading a little bit towards Hokori with their draft here. Better than Game 1, and Bo said better than 0900 here in Game 2. We'll see if they can make it all work out, because this lane setup, Morphling up against Ember Spirit. Do you reckon that's as bad as the panel was making out? Morphling is going to going to crush the Ember.
It's a very tough matchup. Yeah, it's an extremely tough matchup. There's a chance for the Ember to try and solo kill the Morphling around level 2, maybe level 3 if he hits it faster than the morph as well. Like you get him to go for a creep, then you run at him with like a flame guard. But for the most part, like after that stage, especially once morph gets to level 5, the Ember just can't stay in the lane. This is not a hero that does burst damage, just doing chip damage, and Morphling loves to play into that. Just going to heal back up all the damage that he takes.
He sure is. He's going to be packing a punch. Like last hitting and denying against Morphling is super difficult to do. And the ability for Tusk, Ogre to both roam into mid lane before Ember's level 6. Could look for some kills there, potentially. Especially that first rune spawn at 4 minutes. Definitely looking for Hokori to secure that for the Morphling and maybe look for that initial kill. Bounty rune bottom though, going to be 3 Radiant heroes. Gardic will secure one of them. As top lane, uncontested completely, allows Lesh to get the double. So Hokori get the 3-1.
Solid win first. I mean, Tusk is actually going to start bottom with this tag team. Try to get a trialing going first, at least a first blood. First. That's a lot of first. Okay. And then maybe after that, you will see the Tusk TPing top to play with the Leshrac.
Try versus try. Mars, Sky, Witch Doctor. Tusk wrapping around all the way towards the back on the right-hand side. And Ogre trying to suck them in a little bit. Oh, Ricky will, of course, get that secured free farm. Hokori just going to bide their time and wait for it.
I mean, they know the Tusk is not... The Tusk is there.
Yeah,
both baiting each other.
Got to, but Gardic is the one that's dropping quicker. Just gets himself into the trees while the Witch Doctor being focused. Fairy Fire used up, but First Blood's coming. Lumiere gets it, and Gardic is salved back. While Ricky, he is being pummeled here. A concussive shot's ready for Sladin, but he doesn't have that Arcane Bolt.
Gardic also used a salve on himself, so the Ricky doesn't have a salve. I mean, the First Blood is good, but I hope there's more salves coming out for our boy Ricky here.
Yeah, because now he can't hit creeps. Orb of Venom is arriving on his courier. But in that kind of situation, Sladin probably wishes he had Arcane Bolt and not Concussive Shot with that long cooldown. They go back on it.
I kind of have to go for it.
And there's no kill there, just chipping away.
I think it's time for El Misho to TP top now. I don't think he should stay bottom any longer. Just play with the Leshrac, or else, okay, Lesh is dead.
Cask bounces back to the creeps, but the multi-shot, not
Might
enough.
just TP to tier 1 though. They have no stuns. Yeah, just gonna salve back up. He's good.
TP and salve. It's a long TP. Gets himself back there eventually, because Tusk has also rotated up here, like you said. Make up that 2-1-2 lane setup. CS-wise, it's gone well, though, for 0900. Drow, Ember Spirit, both farming pretty well.
Oh, Vitality. This is real bad. He doesn't have a TP anymore.
And that's a level 2 Witch Doctor with the Maledict. Trying to find the Drow Ranger. Tusk, he's run forward, but the Fairy Fire comes in, and the Drow just slowing him down with the Frost Arrows, getting 2 kills top, salving up, and it's the kicker, isn't it? The thing you mentioned. Lesh can't be back up there.
Gary, it's not only the Lesh, it's also the Tusk as well. He also TP'd up there. So they have nobody in this lane for whatever time it takes to travel from the mountain all the way back to this top lane. And the Drow's denying creeps. Witch Doctor is about to get a pull off here. Oh, wow. This is horrible for Hokori's off lane.
It's awful. It's wonderful. It all depends on perspective. Which team you're looking at as bottom lane. A trade 1-for-1. Greedy is very low here, though. Has his courier arriving.
He's
Thinking
pretty
about the
dead, right?
spear into salve. He'll hide in the trees. Tricks of the trade, cancel salve. Lumiere can't find him, though.
Yeah, I mean, he has good skills. He has Blink Strike available. He's going to go for it. He's got another one. I don't think he's going to commit that one, though.
Yeah, there's a
Blink
triple
Strike
wave
doesn't
coming
do enough damage without your ultimate. Cloaks of the Dagger. Cloaks and Dagger.
Oh, it's going to have to focus a lot on those creeps coming in. It could be an opportunity here if Greedy... Oh, Greedy doesn't have any regen left and Sky can't share any with him.
Yeah, he didn't bring any. That's unfortunate.
I say no
Looks
regen.
like this...
He's got a ring, but no burst regen.
And the Ricky's lane looks great, though. That's what truly matters. And the Ogre, I mean, he took a little bit of XP there. If he could give all the XP to the Ricky and get him to level 6 faster, then this Skyrat is really not going to be able to show up in this bottom lane any longer. He does have a haste right now. He's protecting for the Ember, the Sky. Rotating for 4 minutes. That means Greedy just not able to walk into the lane whatsoever. It's only got 9 last. It's a terrible lane for him too. So both offlaners getting destroyed in the laning stage here.
Oh, they sure are. And that Ember Spirit, you know, guarding the rune for him there seems pretty important, as the lane, which we kind of expected in this Morphling to annihilate him. Ember is only a couple of hundred net worth, like 2 salves behind the Morphling with the same amount of CS. So he's kept himself in the running.
The lane gets difficult here though. Like this is where the Morphling pretty much just stands his ground, denies everything, and pretty much forces the Ember to make rotations on other lanes. And he's got the haste rune, he's got the perfect rune to be able to do that as well.
Yeah, if anybody gets too far forward, or if they spot that Tusk rotate out at the top lane, which they probably did, he could head up there. Yeah, Zaza wants to try and find the Lesh. And Tusk has TP'd bottom, where they are going on the Mars. Greedy.
With the Ember.
Good spear back, sends the Riki away, and the Ember does come down here. Lumiere tricks the trade, but this hasted Ember Spirit, he's going to chase him down. A snowball to buy a bit more time and turn onto the Sky Wrath, but Lumiere is being hounded by the Ember Spirit there. Another slight chains in a second's time. Goes for the TP, but that was optimistic as heck, as the Ogre and the Tusk, they chase Slud in under his tier 1 and secure the kill on him.
Dire structures are
Pretty big kill onto the Riki by the Ember. Nice level 6. Gonna go for the bottom rune as well, but Tusk is already there. If he doesn't get this rune, he's gonna be a little bit upset, but
it's okay. They refilled his bottom.
It's alright.
Mars TP'd in.
So I see a problem with this build right now. He can't really lane mid, and he's got like the sampler build going here. Only level 1 flame guard as well.
The sample platter.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if he's gonna be able to really farm for the next couple of minutes right now. As
He'll give it a
Morphling just
shot.
tries to deny as many creeps as he can.
Yeah, that's insane. Ember Spirit can't get CS up against that Morphling there.
Oh,
Try and get a kill though. Jeez.
Okay. My goodness, he popped that illusion. I thought he died, you know, because he like
Yeah.
disappeared, right, for like a millisecond. Like
he's
on
gone.
that frame, I thought the Morphling actually died.
Skyrat's going to turn onto the Tusk. Witch Doctor's also rotated down here, but yeah, that Morphling just disappeared for a second. Took a lot of damage from the Remnant.
I was like, dude, that Ember is some crazy plays, but it was just an illusion pop, and he was already strand morphing. Okay, he's good on morph. What I would like to have seen here for the morph is actually skill up his morph and go for a surprise kill onto the Ember. Like he knows that Ember has his chains up.
Yeah, could have gone for it. As Gardic, Maledicted, Ogre frontlining for his Riki, doing his job and bodyguarding against the 3 dire heroes in the bot lane. And where is
the
Drow Ranger?
supports-
I've not seen Drow in a good 5 minutes.
She
They're
left
up
top. She left top just now because the support rotated back up there, and the support from 0900 went to bottom, right? So they're abandoning the top side right now with the Jaw Ranger. But 2 supports are TPing in though. I'm not so sure if this is a good play on their end. Can they kill the Leshrac? Oh, the nice cat bounce. Is it
It's a lot
enough?
of damage. Split Earth and tag team, and in comes the Ember Spirit. That'll make damn sure the Lesh
There we
will
go.
die. Tag team damage onto Jericho, not quite enough to finish him off. Tusk has the snowball to commit under the tower. He knew he was dead to rights, no matter what he did. So getting a kill was the good move. As bottom lane, there's the Fire Blast from Gardic, but doesn't get the Ignite on the Mars, allowing this Drow Ranger to secure the Ogre kill, while Lumiere is still lurking. The Morphling has TP'd bottom, aggressive waveform in onto the Drow, and that is a
Haste.
great pick-off with a hasted Morph. Greedy tries to bulwark back all the damage, but Nier with Lumiere's Riki makes short work of that Roman god.
I mean, Morphling is not a hero who typically rotates from the mid lane, but, you know, you give him the power rune, he gets that haste, you can see what it can do. Great things. Position 1 and 3 falling just like that. Ember TPing into this, oh boy.
That is the danger zone. He's
Oh
dead.
boy.
He has not survived. Tier 1's also going to crumble. And the Silence Ancient Seal comes just after the attribute shift is used by Morphling.
I mean, he was definitely overestimating his abilities to be able to defend that tower middle.
He's trying to get into that spirit vessel as quickly as he can. Still pretty distant from it. But we're in that stage of the game now. Laning stage is all breaking down. Towers are falling. People are starting to rotate. And the Dire team, they need their levels and items desperately. Level 6 on Skywrath, and something for this Mars that will let him go and fight.
This mid tier 1 tower take was really big. Good rotation from the Leshrac too, getting those guys out of the top lane because they keep sitting in his lane by going middle. And now he's going to go back top and get that tower. They're smoking up here to make a kill onto the Drow and plant some aggressive vision. That's their plan at least, or that's what they're hoping for.
And Drow Ranger.
Oh boy, that
Good
word is
dewarding. Slardin's there. Drow Ranger still going to get caught up though. Gusts back the Ricky, but the snowball was already going. Needs the chains to buy some space for Drow, but she still dies. Tusk and Ricky, they're deep behind enemy lines as the Witch Doctor maledicts and casks into Lumiere. He'll get a kill before dying himself here. Another 2-man chains. Spear into that arena will secure a kill on Gardic. A 2 for 2 trade. Dead even.
But that was a 3 versus 5 fight though. 900 had all of their heroes in there to come for that, and they also used the arena too. So kind of an even trade, but I think Hokori, they're going to be happy with that. They did get the Drow kill, slow her down some more. Morphling got free farm. They are playing with this 2-core lineup here. And he's going for an E-Blade first item. I can't say I like this, Gary.
On Morphling?
I think he should... Yeah, he should have went straight Manta this game. He's playing against Chains, Skyrat, Silence. He's going to have a Vessel on the Ember. As you can see, the Ember went for Urn. He exploded.
He did. He was there 1 second, gone the next. Lesh with level 4
And they have
edict.
so much damage. Ricky as well. Really good against Mars.
Just get behind him.
Exactly.
Can't use his shield. But yeah, you're probably right. That Manta would have been invincibility for the Morphling. As a tier 1 dive bottom coming into play. It's 3-mans going pretty wide here.
Ooh, nice Skyrat ult.
Hokori get met by 0900 supports. A 2 for 2. Losing their Lesh there for a couple of support kills. While Drow Ranger
Ember's
get a farm on.
Ember's a big winner there. Got a bunch of gold and XP. Almost has his Vessel, 50 gold. That's it. Look at his build. Level 4 Slight and about to have level 4 Searing Chains as well. Not something you typically see. But with the Skyrat on your team and the Witch Doctor, he feels like he needs to go with this disable build route to set them up, which I kind of like.
Yeah, he is that active playmaking core, knowing that Greedy hasn't had a good time, and it's down to this Ember Spirit to try and bait people,
He's done a good
set
job
things up.
for sure.
Playing bottom lane, no real concerted effort for a push into that tower, just creating a lot of noise in the bottom half of the map so Drow Ranger can pretty happily stay top lane. And they are drawing that attention down as Lumiere towards the Witch Doctor again, chainsed up with a cask and a great Maledict spear up on that Leshrac. This Colosseum is a great battle with Lumiere dropping for 0900. Morphling has to run away, and the Drow Rangers also rotated in. They'll get greedy with a multicast, but El Misho having to sprint back. They're focusing multiple targets, though, diving for Morphling, looking for Ogre, finding a couple of kills. El Misho does die, but the survival of the Morphling and the Ogre allowed there by the separation of 0900.
Oh, that is going to be really rough. I mean, I think Ricky, Lumiere, he had no business jumping onto that Witch Doctor there. He knew he wasn't going to be able to solo kill him, and that gave the perfect opportunity for 0900 to just bring in their heroes, you know, chains up that Ricky, get the arena, get all these heroes stuck inside there. Very good fight for them. And they also lost, Hokori also lost their Possessed Mask, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 0900 picked that up in the, it was in the big camp.
Oops,
So that's going to be a bit sad. I mean, that's an amazing item for Morphling. Literally his favorite item. So,
yeah, because
you
he
don't
had
have
Morbid.
to go for Mask.
Yeah, he had Morbid queued, and then they dropped the item and he changed straight to E-Blade. So I guess he was assuming he would get the Possessed Mask. Not the case. Yeah, like Morph's item, neutral item slot, still empty. Feels bad.
It's gonna feel really bad. And what's gonna feel really bad is if he dies to a Vessel. Because he's going for this E-Blade. I mean, I'm not saying it won't work, getting E-Blade first item, but as a professional player in these situations, like, you have to go for the correct builds. that doesn't really throw the game away. You gotta secure your game first before you go for these like, you know, fancy one-shotting, yeah, higher riskier item builds.
Balancing that risk reward. Ember Spirit TP's bot nearly latches onto the Leshrac with slight chains. He's just spamming out Sleight of Fist and scouting Vitaly behind that tier 1 bottom. Mars is thinking about it. Do you just arena the trees? He's going to cut through. Spear, scouts, sees a TP. A number of them, in fact, coming bottom. Morphling with Ogre, Leshrac running forward. The Tusk trying to chase, but a Remnant out. Gets the Ember Spirit out of there, but Mars is way behind. Straggling there. And the rest of the Hokori side chasing forward with a Mystic Flare thrown. They nearly kill Lesh, but Ogre tanks it up with him. But a good gust, and a Malik in onto El Misho means that, well, 0900 are going to have to actually run away. I thought they could maybe fight, but this Morphling is just pummeling them into the ground. A double kill for Nier and Lumiere. He's able to dive the Ember Spirit with a good smoke screen, and the Morphling arriving yet again. Slight into nothing. Couldn't escape from the long-reaching arms of Hokori.
That all started with the Mars being too hesitant on just going in there, getting the arena and just popping somebody, allowing Hokori to just TP in all of their heroes and just chase them out. And you saw the positioning of Mars, it was just awful, right? He went through the backside and his team was already here, and then his team ended up trying to help the Mars, which was a huge mistake. As soon as he dies, you just gotta book it. You just gotta cut your losses, get out of there, and then fight when he's back alive again.
Yeah, it felt like he was going to arena the tower, and he saw one TP. He knew the Lesh was there somewhere with a Sleight of Fist scouting him. Throwing the arena, even if you're just trying to escape, one way or the other, either you arena to fight, you arena to escape, you have to be less hesitant with your spell usage.
Dota favors the aggressor and the initiator. So if you don't take the opportunity and go in first, you're just giving your opponent the opportunity and they take it. It's just a complete disaster for 0900. Now Hokori, like, it's looking like they're not gonna die. They're not die, but it's really hard to try and go in and take a big team fight against them. But they shouldn't stop though on 0900. They gotta keep fighting. It's the only way they're gonna be able to come back into this game.
That's what they're looking for. Try and get some uses out of the 5 Spirit Vessel charges that Ember Spirit has. And it's this roaming squad of 4 heroes, Skyrath, Mars, Ember, and Witch Doctor, that should all have the strength to kill off anybody that shows themselves in these lanes, honestly. There's no BKBs on the Radiant. They've got a lot of magic damage here for 0900. This Skyrath, though, and we talked about him needing to snowball and needing to get itemization, get rid of Atos, get catch, get more magic damage. He is bottom of the net worth right now. And he isn't a team fight hero. He's not a catch-up hero. He is a single target individual kill hero.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good Sky game against these heroes for sure. The Ricky is just way too strong. And then the Tusk also with this snowball, just being able to save people. Leshrac also has a hood now. So he ain't dying either.
Even just the Ogre who's been walking into Mystic Flares to tank them. Like, Ogre with Glimmer Capes, like, yeah, I'm going to walk into all of your spells. I do not care. I've already bloodlusted my Ricky and my Morphling. My job's done.
That's the job of Ogre, man. Just put yourself out there, tank, soak damage. Like, that's it. That's why I hate playing this hero, man. It feels so bad. It's just like a bloodlust bot and a damage soaking bot.
Yeah. Use your HP. He's a pretty good hero to learn about, like, using your HP as a resource, though, because you don't have anything else to do, so you have to learn new tactics and new strategies. Just be like, yeah, I can lose my HP to these spells. I won't die. Smoke
There's
out.
Smoke. Yeah, they want to open up the map by getting a kill and take the tower.
Chains miss on the Ricky.
Get silence.
Good spear as well, and they will take him down. So the rotation comes in, kills him off. The E-Blade Morphling looking for the Sky. The Split there. And he'll die with Jericho following him into the grave. This 0900 side have just been ripped limb from limb as Hokori turn a simple kill on a Ricky into a full-blown team fight. And the 3 other heroes, well, they meet their demise.
So they use all of their skills, all their ultis, just to kill the Ricky, but then they die. And now they got the tag team Morphling, 4 heroes beating on this Roshan. This Morph is going to get away with getting a first item E-Blade with nothing to remove the silences coming out from 0900 by picking up this Aegis, and then he's going to finish his BKB
Radiant's bottom
before
tower
they can even
is
kill
under
the
attack.
Aegis.
Roshan has fallen to the
Flawless game for Nia.
Yeah, I mean, this is so much better than game one for him, that's for sure. What happened game one? He had like a 23 or minute BKB or something. Yeah, that was a rough game for him.
And the Treads, double null, BKB, Ember Spirit under the smoke screen, and that Diffusal Blade from Ricky showing off why it's such a value item with a Split Earth landing. Ember Spirit, he dies. Good little jump in from the Tusk as well. Tag team and Walrus Punch find the Witch Doctor, and now it just looks like the game has completely slipped out of contention here from 0900. Starting to check out as the Drow Ranger is just farming Triangle, but probably going to die and lose out on the Imp Claw. Does gust back the Ricky, but here's the Tusk again, straight on top of her. Gap close galore as 0900 lose out so many heroes. It feels like it's already over.
Yep. Kind of does. I mean, they traded a Possessed Mask for an Imp Claw. I think Ricky will take that. Nice. Stealing back a neutral item here.
Dire's
Balance in
middle
all
tower
things.
is under attack.
Mid-tier 2 gonna come up for Hokori. Level 4 Edict gets to go to work.
Radiant's
And yeah,
top
there's the
tower
Hood,
is
the
under
Greaves coming out for Vitali on the Leshrac. Very tanky man as they jump immediately. Ember Spirit, where did he go? Lumiere gets a straight off double kill. Death Ward and Maledict from the Witch Doctor trying to take down Gardic, and I think it will do the trick, but Jericho's just going to get dived into his tier 3 for a triple kill, handing it over to Lumiere and forcing a Witch Doctor buyback at this point. That's a bit of a ragey move.
Alright. Alright. Coach Gary, it's time.
Not this again, Theban, please.
is under attack.
Don't worry, boys.
Coach Gary.
Chins up. You'll do it next time.
Tower has fallen.
This time you're the coach of 0900. You know, you own them game 1, game 2, you get a beating even harder than the one that you dished out. Well, what you gonna say to 0900 now?
Slardin, it's time to calm down. You did very well in game 1 with that Mars. Position 4 Mars, very nice. The Skywrath, not so great. Let's rethink that one, shall we? And then go put him on the naughty step. He can go sit on the naughty step for 10 minutes.
Whoa! I mean, the game would have already started. He wouldn't even be
5
in the
minutes.
draft.
Dire's
Okay,
bottom
all
tower
right.
is under attack.
Jesus, a naughty step, Coach Gary. This is why you're not a coach.
Because I'm punishing
Putting
players for picking Skywrath, mate.
Dire's bottom tower.
No, because you have a naughty step.
Yeah, this is very important for reinforcing bad. Oh, Morphling. Drow Ranger didn't stand a chance against the E-Blade, and in comes the Tusk. He's big, he's bad, and he's snowballing them all. That's it. Game
GG.
over. Sladin calls it. Game 2 ties things all up here between Hokori and 0900. In 21 minutes, they get things to 1-1. What's wrong with my naughty step?
I mean, I don't even know what a naughty step is. This is some like
You go sit on the
UK
bottom